There's this guy, Jeremy Jahns, who talks like this, and he makes movie reviews. All right, bad impression maybe, but I'm not making fun. I like Jeremy, he's pretty cool, and he mostly gets it right. Thing is, he reviewed Aquaman 2, which I'll talk about a little bit. He also talks about Mera and Little Miss Amber, so I'll talk about that as well. Let's see what he says in his own little comical way. And for the too long didn't read, he didn't like the movie. It had a lot of problems aside from you know who, aside from the reshoots. All right, here we go.
Weird mess of a movie. The plot of this movie, I've already seen people call it essentially dollar store mummy tomb of the dragon emperor.
Okay, so off the bat, weird mess of a movie isn't exactly a selling point for something. When I hear that, I think of scenes that don't connect well, plot points that don't make sense where you're thinking about it like, wait a minute, am I missing something or does this just not make sense?
And the pacing of this movie, man, this movie's about 2 hours long. The first Aquaman was 2.5 hours long. This movie should have at least been that long, possibly 3 hours. Like example, Aquaman's going to go get Orm. They montage through with a voiceover explaining what they're going to do. It just kind of picks up when he's in the room with him. Maybe a little before. That was clearly where they shaved some time.
All right, so that's really amateurish, man. I'm no movie maker, but you want to show things happening. You don't want some voiceover. Maybe at the very end or something, but this is like a voiceover to connect the scene. Seems bad. I don't know full details, but it's giving me the creeps. Then he goes on to saying Black Manta has this ancient submarine, but it also functions futuristically or something, but there's no explanation about any of it, how he got the crew, how they know how to use it. It's just there and he has it. He said it was kind of a weird plot point.
Where did he get the people? How'd they train? How did he train them? We don't know. It just happened. Just have a little text that says 5 months later. Don't question it. Again. Yeah, this movie shit the bed. Speaking of which, Amber Heard's in the movie, kind of. It's one of the rumors about the movie. It's like they're kind of cutting Amber Heard from the movie, but she's still in the movie. If you saw the trailer, you're like, oh, there's no, but there she is. Though she is terrible in this movie for the limited screen time she has, a lot of people are because there's just shit dialogue.
So if you missed it, he said, oh, this movie shit the bed. Speaking of which, Amber Heard's in it. So that was a nice, subtle little joke, by the way, Jeremy.
Where the fuck am I right now? I mean, Amber Heard's part was clearly cut down in this movie. There's no reality, no statement I'm going to hear, official or otherwise, that's going to make me believe, no, this is how it was supposed to be from the beginning. A movie revolving around Arthur Curry's family in which she just kind of has minimal screen time. And the screen time she has very minimal dialogue. Her character in this movie feels like when you throw a party at your house and there's that one person that just hangs around and doesn't leave. You got to have the one-on-one with them. Like, look, it's time to go. I'm tired. She was there with nothing to do. Felt like one of those characters you just can't help but think, why have her here?
All right, so there you have it. I love his analogy at the end. The person at the party who just won't leave, and you got to be like, you know what, Amber? You got to get out of the franchise. We don't need you anymore. Our hands were tied, probably with some woke execs and things up there who just didn't want to get rid of you, who always make bad decisions about money making in movies. So we had to keep you in, but could you please just leave now? Anyway, thank you, Jeremy. I haven't seen it. I don't think I could see it even if Amber wasn't in it. Not my type of movie. The first one bored the piss out of me. But I'll keep hearing things about it to get the best possible image in my head without actually watching it. Let me know what you think down below. Go subscribe to Jeremy if you've never heard of him. He's been on YouTube, I don't know, man, pretty much since the beginning. If you're not subscribed here, consider it. If you don't, I'll be sad, but I'll get over it. See you next time.